Hi, welcome back to another one of my online teaching videos, currently teaching physical education. So a lot of videos have shown different ideas on how students can be physically active. Here we're trying to link memory and physical activity in the same game. So here on the table, and as my students will be able to see, is a variety of different cards, different exercises. Both an artistic version of it, a drawing, and also the words written in English. This is also great if you're working with English as second language learners. So what happens is the students have to remember where each of the activity cards are placed on our grid, and they have to try and make a pair. Obviously, the cards are the other way around. So let's have a look what it looks like with our cards upside down. Now all my cards are upside down. The way in which I like to select students about who's going to go first is a student-led warm-up, whereby students will choose a different activity and a different time in which they will participate that warm-up exercise. Those 5 students will then pick a card each. After that, I may choose different ways to select students. One could be a friend peer-to-peer choice, or another one could be they select a number and each window the student's camera's in represents one number. And I can show you that another time. But here are our cards, and now imagine I'm going to go first. I will pick 2 cards using our coordinates. So I'll 1 to 4, 1 to 4. I'm going to choose 1, 3, and we turn the card over and we have sit-ups, and I'm going to choose 4, 1. Now, foremost, I will ask the students what does the picture look like. Hopefully we can distinguish that it is a sit-up, and the answer is correct. If you are correct, you then look at our maths-based questions. Now these questions all relate to a time, all between 10 and 60. They range from easy to medium level primary or elementary level maths. So the first one, nice and simple, is 10 plus 10. I would answer that as 20, which would then relate to 20 seconds. All students except the one who got the correct pair has to now do the exercise. This also encourages more students to put up their hand or have a go at guessing. However, had I got it wrong and selected 3, 2, let's have a look, heel flicks, and 2, 4. Now this image I would ask my students to identify. Hopefully they can tell me a squat jump. This is incorrect. Now because I'm incorrect, my forfeit would be 10 seconds of star jumps. Now whilst I'm doing those 10 seconds of star jumps, it allows me to put the cards back, the students to remember and recall whereabouts those extra and incomplete cards were, and finally ask the next student. The next student looks along and says, I would like to choose 2, 1, which card is here, which are burpees. And last of all, 4, 4. We go along our coordinates and we find that we have burpees. Here's our picture here of my character doing a burpees. Fantastic. We move on to the next question on my maths, and I ask the students, it's a times question, looking at multiplication, 8 times by 5. Hopefully they can give me a correct answer of 40. And off they go. The game is as simple as that. Students are trying to match up pairs in order to make the rest of their peers have to do the exercise. Now you can develop this into teams, individuals, different ways in which you want to carry out this activity. I found it really good for students to recall and remember exactly where the cards are, and then when they get them right, that sense of relief and joy while their peers have to participate in more physical exercise. We're now going to have a look exactly how this panned out in my class. Whilst I like to explain to you so you can see it, it's also good to see exactly the response I get from the students as they actually engage in my activity. And let's go and see as our grade 2s play pairs for exercise. Brian, can you choose a coordinate for me? So 1 and to 4, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, or 4 to 4, Brian?
3, 4.
3, 4 is... Do you know what this is, Brian? What does this picture look like?
Knees to elbow.
Knees to elbow. Good boy. So you've got to find the word that says knees to elbow, Brian. Have another guess, Brian.
2, 3.
2, 3. What's this one, Brian?
Star.
Star jump. So Brian is not correct. Brian, you need to do 10-second star jumps, Brian. Kaylee, your turn. Pick two numbers.
2, 1.
2, 1 says side raises.
3, 3.
3, 3 is side raises. So everyone in grade 2, except from Kaylee, has to do side raises. But you ask, how long for? How long for do you need to do side raises? So I have a question here. It's an add question. What is 10 at 10, Kaylee?
20.
20 seconds. Everyone, 20 second side raises. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Your time starts now. Off you go. I'm going to pick the next person. Neo, we have seen a pair. Can you find it, Neo? 1, 1, 2 says knees to elbow.
3, 4.
3, 4. Is he correct? He is knees to elbow. Everyone. But how long do we have to do it for? In my next question here is, Neo, this is difficult. What is 100 take away 40, Neo? 60 seconds of knees to elbow. Everyone, stand up. Neo, you can rest or you can join in. Are we ready? 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So there you have it. There's another online-based activity that you could do with your students. Now, all my classes are taught live online. So I'm always developing these games that can be played interactively with your students. Have a go. I hope it works, or I hope you can adapt this to the needs of your students. I look forward to seeing you again soon.